Here is an explanation for the answer to final exam, question number 34 in Alternative Energy Demystified, second edition. If you have the printed book, you'll find it on pages 316 and 317. The question reads like this: the elements usually reside near the ceiling in what? Actually, it says the heating elements usually reside near the ceiling in what kind of a heating system? And then it lists 5 different types. Well, the correct choice is A, radiant electric zone heating. Hot water heating, those elements reside near the floor so that the heat can be moved upward by air convection along the walls, and it circulates throughout the room by convection. Steam heating, same deal as hot water heating. Although sometimes the radiators in a steam heating system, if you have a really old house or live in a really old apartment, are on the wall, but they're always resting on the floor. They're not up by the ceiling. Forced air heating, once again, those registers or vents are usually near the floor. There aren't elements or heating elements per se in a forced air heating system. Instead, it forces air out through vents or registers near the floor. Photovoltaic heating system. Well, a photovoltaic heating system is a rather of a rarity because it's not a very efficient way to get heat. That means you would have to use electricity to provide your heat, and photovoltaics are by no means the least expensive or economical way to do that. I mean, theoretically you could, but you'll essentially never see a system like this. So once again, the correct answer is A, radiant electric zone heating system, and the key word here is radiant. And here is how it works. Your radiator or heating element is up near the ceiling, and it produces shortwave infrared, very much like you would get when the sun shines in a window. That shortwave infrared will directly strike your body if you're in the room, and it'll make you feel warm in much the same way as sun shining in an open window will do. It'll also hit surfaces like the floor and the walls and furniture inside of the room, and if those surfaces are painted dark, so much the better, but those surfaces reflect long-wave infrared back into the room in just about exactly the same way as happens when sun shines in an open window. So that is how radiant electric zone heating works, and it has proven to be quite effective. A lot of people really like this system because the correct choice once again is A. A lot of people like a system like this because it allows you to keep the air temperature in the room cooler than you would be able to do otherwise and still feel just as warm, because this radiant energy is hitting you in much the same way as sunlight through an open window.